So today I'm going to convert our chicken tractor that we used for our meat birds into a chicken tractor for our egg layers. And I built this chicken tractor probably 6 months ago, and we raised 25 meat birds in here, and it went really well. This tractor is so easy to move. I got the plans from Farm Marketing Solutions. If you can look them up on YouTube. But we love the tractor. It's super light. We can move it. Has wheels. Didn't have no problems at all. No predator issues. No nothing. So it went really well. Being our first time raising meat birds, I think it went good. So the previous chicken coop that I have for our egg layers, it's very heavy, and really I'm just tired of moving it. So I thought I would convert this one, since I'm not going to use this right now. So I figured I'd just convert it to our egg layers, and then next year when we decide to do our meat birds again, I'll just build another one for them. So we should have two of these. So I don't think it needs too much work. I mean, I'm just gonna cover some areas, and so that way the chickens will be out of the element, out of the weather, and in the cold. So hopefully it'll be okay. But I'm gonna see what I could do as far as covering up maybe the perimeter around it, and see how that works. So right now I'm gonna show you guys the current chicken coop that we have for our egg layers. I like it because it's sturdy. It's the first chicken coop I built. I mean, it's super sturdy, super strong, but I wanted it to be I wanted to be able to move it around, and it's just cumbersome and hard to do that. So I have to use this dolly, which I lift up all the way, and then I have a rope in the front that I use to drag it. With this rope right here. So I like it. I mean, I think the chickens like it. They're already laying eggs. But again, I feel like this is more of a stationary coop, which I will just put it on a spot and use it. I'll probably use it maybe again sometime, but again, I wanted the chicken coop to be mobile, more of a tractor type, so it won't be at one spot. So what I did here for the nesting boxes, I made this nesting box separate, and it's basically just 3 boxes, and I used out of plywood, and then I just mounted it to the 2x4s on the chicken tractor, and I just screwed it in the back. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. I didn't want it to be, I'm trying not to make it heavy. I'm not trying not to make this chicken tractor heavy than what it is. I still want it light so we can move it around, but I know it's going to bring on some weight, so I don't know, I'm going to try this out, and I feel this is one of the lighter ways we could do about it. We only have 6 egg layers, so I only made 3 nesting boxes, which should be fine. I put a top on it. I didn't really need this tin top. I could have put a plywood top, but it's lighter than plywood. So I just mounted it here, and it does make it a little bit heavier when we move it, but it's not too bad. So all I did there was I moved this existing tarp. I just moved it so that way on the other side it's touching the ground, so that way this bottom portion is not exposed. For the meat birds, I had it all exposed. I mean, it was summertime, so it was hot, and that's why I had it exposed, so that way more air could flow through. But since it's going to get cold, I figured it's best to cover that with a tarp. So I'm going to throw another tarp on and to cover this side. So now I bought some metal, some aluminum to cover the bottom portion here, and probably will cover about halfway up here, just to give more, and again, just less exposure to the elements. So after we put that, let's check it out. So we got a tarp, and I put that backing. We have the nesting boxes, and I think that's all I was gonna do. And I hope that's good enough to get through the winter. I guess we'll see, but I should be all right. And so now let's see if how easy it is to move if it gained a little weight. Well, it gained some weight, but not too bad. I think overall it was pretty good. So that's our eggmobile. So I wanted to give you guys a quick update of our chicken coop that we built. These nesting boxes here, I initially built it with a metal top on it. And so the very first night that we moved the chickens out here and they spent the night out here, they were sitting on top of the metal roof. They looked so uncomfortable. They were sliding around everywhere, and I wasn't happy with that. I didn't think that was going to be the result. And so the next day I decided to rip it out and just leave it like this with the bar. So now I think it's a lot better. They've been using the nesting boxes to lay their eggs, which is great. But at night they're just perching on here and sleeping on here, which is fine. But I just thought just leaving it like this without the metal would be better for them, more comfortable. And I think it's just a lot better. And they've been using these. They've been laying the eggs right away, like right off the bat. So I think it's working well. So I moved the food, and then I wanted them to use this little trough, which I like a lot. I wanted to get away from that other feeder that we had. And then also I'm trying to get away from having them have this water and transfer over to this water here. So I'm trying to figure out how they will figure this out. So I'm still working on that.